Hey everybody, Steven here, and for today's video I'm going to talk about a product I've been using, I want to say going on close to 2 years now. It's Kratom. I know a lot of people are talking about it now. Me and my buddy James got some about 2 years ago, and I started using it, just looking at something that we could take that was natural, that could help alleviate pain. That way you're not taking NSAIDs, you're not taking acetaminophen, you're not taking Tylenol, ibuprofen, right? And Earthly Mist is the one that I use, which is local here in Tulsa, which is really, really awesome. So we looked into it and we just happened to have one here, which was kind of strange for us just because Tulsa isn't usually a spot that has stuff like that. But anyways, we were able to just pick it up here. This is their product you can find online. I'll make sure that I put a link, but can't find it on Amazon. And we ended up doing this after I ended up hitting up James about it just to see if he had any experience with it after listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Mark, it wasn't Mark Bell, sorry, it was his brother. I'm forgetting his name right now. He just released the documentary on Netflix about it. A Leaf of Faith, which I haven't watched yet. I've been saving that, and I've watched numerous interviews with him. He's the one that did Bigger, Stronger, Faster. If you don't, Mike Bell, I don't know, I was forgetting his name, but listening to the podcast with Mike Bell, I know Mark takes it, the different information on it, looked into it a little bit myself, and then you can get lost in the weeds with just looking up all the information with this. I know when I looked at it too, they were trying to get it passed so that it would be illegal to get. They were trying to make it like a I can't remember what class, is it class C drug? I can't remember what class drug. Now the CDC is looking into it. I think the FDA, and they're trying to make it so that it's harder to get, or that it's on the banned substance list, which I don't think it should be. And I'm going to let you guys look more into that. I mean, this really is just talking about my experience with it. I usually take 1 tablespoon, which equates to about 6 to 7 grams. And at that mark, I actually get energy from it. It's kind of similar to caffeine, minus I don't get a crash from it. I get a little bit of uptick with my energy. It does help. When I get headaches, I can literally take that tablespoon of Kratom and it'll knock it out. Unless it's like a hardcore migraine, like, it works. And a huge fan of it now. Especially, like I said, I don't want to have to take NSAIDs or anything else like that when I can take this. When you're dealing with long-term NSAID exposure, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, when you're dealing with those long-term, I mean, and it's not even Mike, it's Chris Bell. When you're dealing with that, I mean, long-term, we're talking about this affecting the kidneys, right? And I've seen videos where guys are talking where they were taking tons of it and it basically shut their kidneys down. So now, here and there, yeah, of course, take it. I mean, if I have a migraine, I'm going to take it. If it's really, really bad, I'm going to take it. But the thing that bridges that gap where I don't have to take it as often is the Kratom. And I'm a huge fan of it. And more on the physiological side, that's stuff that you guys can look up. And they have better people out there that can explain it much better than I can. As far as I've seen, a lot of people kind of do the almost like fear-mongering side of, well, this is the same receptors in the brain that you're having heroin and these other hardcore drugs are activating as well. And Chris has a thing that really stuck with me. He's like, yeah, but usually when you're dealing with a drug like that, like opioids, right? Like, it's not only just like, because when you're looking at a receptor, it's like a key, and then the keyhole is the receptor, right? So the drug is the key, the receptor is the keyhole. He goes, usually when you're dealing with a hardcore opioid or something like that, I mean, it's putting the key in there, it's turning it, and then it's like breaking the key off, right? So you can't get it back out. This is like floating in for a second and then popping back out. I haven't experienced any negative side effects myself personally. I take it when I need it. I don't have to take it when I don't. So it might be weeks before I take it again. I might go through periods where I'm taking it every day for a couple weeks, just because maybe if I've tweaked my back or something like that, or I'm just having a lot of headaches. So I've gone through that. I don't have any withdrawal symptoms. I don't get addicted to it. And I've only had one instance where I ended up taking 2 tablespoons. When you start dealing with a higher dose, this is where you start moving, because at a lower dose, people would tend to experience an energy boost. Higher dose, you start to experience sedative effects. I didn't know what was going on initially until I really sat down to think about it. I was like, man, I feel really weird. I was training somebody, and I'd had a scoop a couple hours prior, and then I put another one in my branched chain amino acid supplement, and because I was still kind of having a nagging headache, and I drank that, and then I just felt really, really weird. Got home and was thinking about it, and I was like, oh man, I was like literally like you've taken a muscle relaxer sedative effect. I was just super out of it and tired. That's it. And not way over the top like you've taken like a Valium or something like that. For me, it was like I took, like, in terms of the sleepiness, it was like I took melatonin, right? But that's only the time I've taken too much with it and pushed into that sedative effect. And you can look online too, and it'll tell you like how many grams you can take for whatever effect that you're after, right? Because I could take that too if I was struggling with sleep. I could take a little bit more and then get that sedative effect, and it could help me fall asleep, right? So the only thing that I think that people have trouble with, if you're not taking the pills, because I take the powder, don't take the pills. I put the powder in just whatever drink I have, right? It does not taste good. It tastes really, really bad. And there are different varieties out there. I've had white leaf, was it green hornet and yellow leaf? I mean, the company has a whole bunch of different ones. Green vein kratom, white vein kratom, and yellow vein kratom are the ones that I've had. I'm looking at their site real quick. Or sorry, man, they have so many different ones. I think I had the green horn. We did that one. Green horn, white horn, and yellow something. Might have been the yellow melee, yeah. Because man, they have a whole bunch of other ones on here that you could take. So, and that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go down there. I ran out. I had 3 1-ounce bags for these 2 years. I mean, roughly. I just ran out. So I'm going to go down there, grab probably another 2-3 bags, and then it'll last me a long time. Like I said, now I can use that instead of the NSAID, especially when I travel. I have a tendency to get headaches when I get on planes. I could just mix that in with my drink. Boom, good. And like I said, when I don't want to go through periods, especially if you've done it before, where you've taken a handful of NSAIDs for an extended period of time, it starts messing with your stomach. I don't like taking Tylenol. I don't like acetaminophen. Not only do I feel like just this rock here where my liver's at, where everybody's liver's at, right? But it does not gel well with my body. Plus the negative effects from that when you take too much. I mean, you could take a bunch of that, it could kill you. So, as far as I know, this probably just puts you to sleep before that happens. Obviously, more research needs to be done with anything. Everything that I've seen has been really, really positive, minus kind of the fear mongering where people are trying to tell you that it's addictive and that it has all these other negative effects on your body. And really they're placating towards, well, we don't know. And that is true. More research needs to be done. I'm definitely going to watch the Leap of Faith. I'll probably do another video after that and just kind of discuss some of the things that I've seen in that. I've looked on just general like YouTube and then you do your clinical searches where you start trying to look for like research papers. And you find a little bit here and there, but it's definitely one of those things that over the next coming years, you're going to see more and more studies done. And this is one of those things that the pharmaceutical companies aren't regulating it, so if they're not regulating it, there's probably going to be a ton of stuff coming out, at least from research done here where it's like backed by pharmaceutical companies saying that it has all these negative side effects. So we'll see. I don't think you can really get much off of Amazon anymore. I know I saw some capsules, but like I said, I'll put a link for Earthly Mist, I think is the name of it. Yep, earthlymist.com, and you guys can look on that. Based here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but they'll ship it out to you, and if you order over $30, I mean, it's free shipping. So that's just my experience with this, guys. Just wanted to share it with everybody. If you're wanting to get away from NSAIDs, I definitely recommend taking Kratom to at least give it a try, see what it does for you. And you might have to play around with the dosage a little bit, but I really only experienced great things with it, and it's been a huge part of my kind of, I guess, supplement regimen when I need it, because I can mix it in with my branched chain amino acids or my pre-workout or something like that, and it helps, like I said, if I do have a headache or whatever it may be, which I'm a little bit more prone to headaches. Sometimes I just take it if I need a pick-me-up at the gym too, and I'm like right now I'm taking a break from pre-workouts and all of that. Like, I'll take Kratom. I can take that and it's gonna give me a little bit of an energy boost, and it helps a lot. So I'll put those websites. If you guys have any questions, any comments or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. I'll put the link, like I said. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.